Okay, so before I left, I was expecting the market to retrace some. So I was more thinking somewhere near 6,000 to 5340, this area. But it's really went to, if you really look at this W bottom, it's kind of a little bit not regular. And then I had to ask my friend to show me the wave. Then I realized it's going for here. So anywhere 58.86 to 58.66. And we hit exactly almost 58.66 and then rallied big. So I didn't really have any of the tools. I have my phone. But if you were in front of your computer and you can tell what is capitulation, right? So you have a huge red candle with volume, and then you have a smaller red candle with volume, not as much, but it's closed a little bit higher. So I really thought that was it, the low. And Friday morning, it was one long leg come back down. And so we were talking about Friday morning, we're talking about the PCE. And, the commodities were lower price. Copper, we've been trading copper for a long time, and then we haven't touched it because the strong dollar. Commodity has been going down, crude oil down. So I really thought the PCE should be good, and that's why Friday evening I woke up at 4 or 5 a.m. Eastern time to start looking at the charts, like to look for all this hints. So anyway, if any day, so we always use 15-minute reversal up, right? So as soon as you get this, and that's a tiny stop loss. Your go long on future, 58.73. Stop loss, 58.65. It never retests the low. And you load up calls. If any day you think D made a $70,000 of $500,000 on one trade, that's exactly the day you can make that. That exactly you risk $20,000 and you can make literally 200,000 without any, or like five times 500%. Oh, so there's someone there. I don't see you. I don't see anyone in the meeting room. Oh, when did you remove someone? He can't come back. So you might have to listen to the recording. Sorry. All right, sorry. Okay, so we got what we wanted. And 15 minutes. Let's look at the volume profile. So 15 minutes, 30 minutes, we have V5 up. And so here is a big gap, right? So price right now, it landed here. I gave two levels to add. Like if price come down either here or here, um, you can add on to. So price hit this level and bounced 30 points, 35 points. I knew this would happen because they are not going to shut down government. So they have to have something get out quickly, like and they did. So overnight we had, but line in the sand is 59.70. So we don't want to go any lower. If we go really below to this level, the chance is may actually go lower. And so we don't want that. So we'll see tomorrow. If price for whatever reason retreats to this level, we can try to go long again. So the upside target is 60, 63. You can see this a little bit resistance, like a selling pressure here. And the POC is 60, 82. So first you have this little cluster. So that's why I said if price can go above 60, 70, then a highly likely 60, 80 and 6100. So above 6100, there's a huge volume gap. So if price goes above 6100, it's very likely go back all the way to 6170, at least to 6130. So we'll see what's happening one step at a time. Hourly time frame is wave 3 up, 1, 2. So it pointing the same thing, 3, 4, and 5 may actually end up 60, 80. So I don't personally, I doubt it will go back to all the way to 61, 70. However, something promising on the mega tickers that I'm getting into. So this is NQ. NQ on 15, 30 minutes hourly time frame is all wave 3 up. 1, 2. There's nothing here. It's a gap, a big gap. So price can easily come to 22, 100 with about what 500, 600 point run. And in the extreme situations on hourly time frame, so 1, 2, 3, there's nothing could really end up here and then drop here and then go back to 22, 300. So if NQ can go to 22, 300, you need help from mega tickers, right? So Microsoft hourly time frame goes target is 461. I designed 3 trades, and the far out money one is the cheapest one, high reward, but it's also high risk in a way that if the price doesn't move as fast, your decay would eat it. And on daily time frame, this is also 460 something. And Amazon hourly time frame is wave 5 up. We knew this, right? We talked about this before I left. And I hope you guys caught it here. But if you didn't, we have a call. So we have 10 points. NVIDIA doesn't have anything really positive, but Google does. Google daily is 204. So retrace to the value area high, the whole area is a big support, 200. And then Tesla has a lot of room to the upside on hourly time frame. So 504, we designed a trade for Tesla too. I mean, you could literally just, if you have large account, like you can just do shares. Shares a lot easier. So AVGO is really good hourly time frame. This is very juicy, 20%. And so if you do shares, that's really amazing. And you can also do call. Did I design a call for this one? I did not. I could design a call for this one. And so FNGU as well. FNGU on daily time frame. Hourly wave 3 up, daily time frame 20% to the upside. So it got to have help from it has to have help from mega tickers, right? So we have Tesla, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, those helping AVGU. So I'm pretty excited that in that case, NQ may actually have a lot more, and also ES could go to 6170. That's the uh, base fundamental analysis. So for Bitcoin, um, we were waiting for this area. This zone was drawn, I don't know, days ago. So earlier, I thought it hit it, but I think we may have another leg down to either retest the upper zone or lower zone before heading higher. And the target is 110 most likely. So if you look at the BTC, I don't know what exactly comparable ticker. So ideally, this is the level I'm talking about, but like, okay, this is a little profile high as a resistance. POC is most accepted, like this one. I'm not talking about the lower. The bottom rejection, like when you have price come here and then volume so thin and then get rejected, that meaning buyer step in, right? So far daily hasn't printed wave four, but if it really drop below 90,000, it could easily go to 74, 75. That would be really awesome. Can you imagine? We can do coin, we can do MSTR, that, and let's look at the dollar. So dollar, this line I drew, I don't know how many days ago. So really that's daily wave five target. Um, so dollar so strong, it causing the commodity dropping. Like that's why we haven't looked at any commodity, copper, anything. But copper seems like slowly going back up. But for industry to be GDP or growth to be well, you have to use copper and silver. So we'll see. I said gold would retest the low. It did indeed drop a little bit. So I think the gold may actually start going back up from here. And it did go back up some on 30 minutes. If you're a future trader, you could go long here and stop loss here, and target will be all the way back to I would say, let me see. Uh this could come back down here. Like three moving average about to back down. MACD also about to come back down too. Anyway, so that is that. Um, I did go through all this S&P sectors. S&P sectors, a lot of them look pretty sad, which is really good actually. Give us an opportunity to buy, but you don't want to catch the falling knife, it's fine. So we can wait for S&P drop to daily retreat. So if you look at the SPY on daily, it really doesn't seem to have too far more to go. So value area high, if we come back down to 553, that would be really great. So if we look at the naked chart, it will be just the W bottom on the right. So somewhere like this, the W bottom, the big W bottom here. So I would expect a deeper retracement at least to this level, but it's already hit the top. So ideally come back lower to at least 5,800, and it would be really nice to 5,600 some years. And if you look at SPX level, would be somewhere, I drew three lines. This is the three levels that I'm watching. You could, like, if really price, I think early next year, January, it probably going to be having a lot of uncertainty with Dodge, and then also the tariff. So I think market may have a deeper pullback. And so this is the first level I'll be watching, see how price react, and then the second level. So if price coming in between this level, we don't have to jump in immediately. We use our patterns. See, every time three moving areas like stick together and MACD crossover. So can we here do the same? Mo I think we could because I see the MACD dropping momentum slowing down. So we could go all the way to 60/40 and then come back down. But in the not as bullish scenarios, we may actually just come to 6,000. And that will be in line with ES 60/80, 60/63, 60/80 area. So for this year in the rally, I'll be watching here. Watching here, like basically. And if this both level get over it, and we're talking about new all-time high. So anyway, uh, okay, so let's look at the watch list. So watch list, I already talked about, like gave all the let's look at the structure. So 60 minutes. And the target would be 336, 236, 336, 236. So somewhere over there. Usually we go in 30 minutes. So 30 minutes, we have like a price above all the three moving, like something like this. We always enter when you have a signal three moving areas at 13 EMA, 30 EMA, and 30 Hall stick together, and then MACD crossover. That's our entry. I think we are almost there. Not quite yet, but we'll see. So we have a small position on this one, and I design new trade. Tesla, uh, it doesn't seem like a very bullish at this candle. So I'm be watching this little level, and that 400 is a level that we want to watch. So if Tesla doesn't participate in the rally, it's not gonna go. Um, so we'll see. We'll watch Tesla how it goes. We have three trees designed for this, and the same thing, like I think I did it like 300. So 300 is about 500. It's about $9. But this is like a really let's look at Tesla expect move. And I want to spend a little bit of time talk about the SPX, NDX, how you pick strike. Do so. So Tesla, January 15, expect move 64 plus 23. So that's 490, almost to 500. And I think that's fine. That's why I chose the 500 strike. And you see the 500 strike has a huge open interest and huge volume. So this kind of volume is not you and I, it's some ridiculous money, right? 13,000 contract. So that's why I chose that tip. Let's look at AVGO. AVGO 264, 264. I want to see what the ATR is. So 1394. Oh, I already designed one. I just didn't post it. Uh, so I designed January 17, 220, 220. So the expect move 20, 240. It might not be able to hit the target, but 220 has the most volume, and actually 200 has. You can do in the money, but it's so expensive though. So ideally, you want to do like in the money, deep in the money. But if you want to, okay, I want a low risk. See this, 250. So my target is 264. Look at 250. And this only $2. The spread a little too much, like 40 cents. 40 cents is something usually I'm not willing to do. That's why I don't like to do MSTR option because the spread is so big. And we are the one always taking the short end of the stick. So if you put $2, if move $20, really move, expect move, you should make it very well too. So if you want, I'll say, okay, let's copy this, put it in the trade channel. Uh, $2. This is a bit risky because it is so far out of the money. Okay, so that. Okay, if you hear me hesitating because this gentleman keep talking to me and I can't really focus on talking to him while I'm doing this. FNGU. Okay, so we have done FNGU. We had three, four really big drops since we got together. And one time is this, right? And then this is this. It's 300%, guys. 300%. So we loaded really heavy. And but because I'm not very familiar with the sticker and I don't know how much decay, I let it go like 500 something really early. But look, it's gonna be go to three like 740 something. And that's also tells me that we may have a chance for market to go higher because the MIGA ticker, all these tickers in FNGO components. And so at ADSK never really finished it. So we are making a W bottom here, and the target is 327. So if you want to buy share, we have daily breakout buy shares. That's 10%, right? 10% is not bad. Um, so MSTR, this is the line I drew. I don't know how many days ago that I was expecting for this to come back. And the target is 580 to 590. So if Bitcoin come back down more, it won't have too much lower to go. It's clearly, you see how positive divergence already is here, here, here. So it tells me, look, like have accumulation kind of going on. And so MSTR from this price, 370 to 590, that's how many percent? 70%? Yeah, almost like 200 bucks, right? 200 bucks and more than 50%, something like that. So I really think it's worth it. That's why we bought MSTU. SMITU we bought at $9.70. It's already up 30%. I mean, right? And so if MSTR goes to 590, MSTU could go to 300 something. So I got 10,000 shares. 10,000 shares only it's not it's still a lot cheaper than MSTR. But this does have decay. So if you want to do it, be careful. AVGO, okay, so see? I love Winnie. Without her, I don't even know what to do. She's so good. Um, so another one ticker is Amazon AI. I said it from here. We didn't go, but I did say this ticker could go because RBLX, all those tickers like when Trump is in office, it's going to be lower interest rate, right? So it will be very good for this ticker. So AI is daily wave 5 up. So like usually daily wave 5 up, a lot of times hard to do option. Um, on smaller time, 60 minutes is a lot easier to do option. But on daily, it's very hard to gauge, even though we do, we have this daily ATR, this like $3.84, but it's still not easy. So ideally, for daily, I usually like to do the shares better. So I have shares 47 from 37. That's what, 30%, not bad, right? So if you can make 30% a year, you are really in good hands, right? Laminate would be good too. And so we have contraction one, contraction two, contraction three. Ideally, if like Mark Minerini, if it take out 43, then this thing can fly, right? And the target was 60. What is my target? Laminate. Laminated target is pretty good too. If you 57, that's more than that's more than 40%, guys, right? My math right? More than 40%. 47, 57. Okay, so that is the target. White is our target. Green support. This is a breakout. You can put stop loss here. Entry, stop loss, target. So that's pretty good RR. You have a Microsoft. We already talked about. I'm not gonna spend more time talking about this. Haven't you? Okay. So I want to spend a couple minutes talking about how to pick SPX strike. It really depending on the day, the time of the day. Um, if the beginning here, it's gonna be like it's just like elasticity. When you drop so far, pull the strings, compress so far, it's gonna like bounce back really strong. In this case, uh, the first target, like let's use SPX, will be a lot easier. Let's use 15 minutes. So you don't really see any resistance until almost like 6,000. So in this case, at the open, I would do at least like 559, 59.10, 5,900 or 5,920. At the time, it would be $50, right? So this will give you really, really, let's say if you do 20 contract, $50 out, the probably only cost like $1 or $2. And I know someone from Sam's group kept telling me to buy 100 contracts. I said, why are you so obsessed with 100 contract, with a number contract? You need to find a good opportunity, focus, and then go in heavy, right? We don't do like 5 minutes, this kind of thing. This kind of move, you don't do 100. But if you're looking this kind of move, we're talking about $300, $200 move. Yeah, this is the time you put 100 contract or 50 contract at $2, that'll be $10,000, right? And you could have easily made $50,000. But if let's say here is not beginning the day, it's after lunchtime already. After lunchtime, I will pick a strike. I know it most likely going to not 5,900, and but I don't want to do too far out of money because I don't know it's gonna hit it or decay is gonna kill me. So I might act do tomorrow. I may do tomorrow 5,900. A little bit more expensive, but you don't have as much decay. So it really depending on, but if price action like this, I don't even want to do anything because just so much chop. The smallest time frame I like to do on SPX is 15 minutes. And you always hear me saying, hey, reversal. So this the reversal, right? You stop loss here. And people ask me, Jay, where do I put stop loss? So if your entry is here, like the straight, right? 2, 1, 2, right? Your stop loss should be here. In that chart, clearly tell you where your stop loss is, right? And you can just do SPX. Let's give an example. SPX. You can do W or SPX depending on the day. Like which day? Let's say today 22nd, 24. Let's say I want to do 24. 24. And I usually want to go through option chains. I want to see what's happening. Like which strike has the most volume. Look at 60/50. 60/50 has huge volume. But I don't know. I don't, that's like $120 out. I don't think it's gonna make it, but let's look at after like Christmas, right? This is Christmas Day, 27, 20. Let's say the end of the day, the end of the year. Let's see what is the strike. 5,000, that's too much in the money. I'm not interested. Okay, so 5,800, that's too much in the money. I'm not interested. 59. So the most like catching my eye is 59.50, really. You see the volume and volume actually greater than open interest. And then 6,000. 6,000 has good volume and open interest. So, okay, so if I want to do this, it might not be a bad idea. But then if he doesn't move in a couple days, I'm out because your decay kicking in pretty fast, right? So and then you have to gauge what your expect move is, right? So this 128, 0 DD, the same thing. Like you see the expect move changes throughout the day because decay is kicking in, right? So as the day get older, your expect move will be smaller. And same thing for NDX. I always choose like how much expect move has left. And I want to make sure the strike I'm picking is not too far, is way more than expect move, then my chance is very unlikely to hit that strike. And so you often see me saying, okay, if this strike call it goes below $15 or $10, then it's worth giving a try. Because at that point, your RR, you always have to look at reward and risk. Like any trade you take, like in SPX, NDX, you have to look at least 3 to 1. 3 to 1 is industry standard, which meaning you run 3 times and you write 1 time, then you break even. But if you write 2 times and you run 2 times, you come ahead. Like right, you green, you pocket money. So anyway, so usually for NDX, I will also say, let's say, let's look at the NDX chart. 15 minutes. Okay. So say I'm seeing this could easily go to this level and this level. So if I do NDX for the next couple days, I probably choose something like 21,800. Let's see 21,800 for hey, what don't do that. 21,800. Oh. See, this is my platform. I have to deal with this all the time. It's very annoying. 21,800. 21,800. 21,800. Okay, so it doesn't really have a lot of open interest. If it doesn't have a lot of open interest, I don't like to do it because it's hard for you to get out. And then let's look at it 30. Which one has the most? 21. That's like have a lot of 21 100. Oh my God. Someone did something here. They know, look, the volume much higher than, but it's already in the money. Not deep in the money, but it's in the money. So 21 400 has a lot of volume. A lot of volume is relative term, right? 646. So NDX, like you, oh, look at this. What did I say? What did I say just now? Strike 21 800. Look, the volume, we have 92 volume. We have only 8 open interest. So clearly, this is a big money in there. And okay, tomorrow, let's say NDX retreat some more, come back down, I don't know, let's say uh this level. That's the second level I give, right? I give 2 levels on the 15 minutes. Say 21 292. The first level already hit. And say for whatever reason it come back down here. Hey, we can do 21 900, 21 800 because there's a lot of volume there. A lot of volume is relative term, but it's much higher than an OI, meaning some big money bought it. 90 some multiply, that's like $1 million at least, right? More than 1 million. So we could peek right of that. And we have a lot of time and the risk is much lower. And if it doesn't say my entry, 15 minutes reversal entry here, stop loss here. Your stop loss is here, not here. Your enter based on reversal. And if price turn back down, it take the pivot low out, then this no longer valid. And you're looking at a $200 drop. So you can't hold this. I know taking stop loss is painful, but you have to make a habit. And it's a part of the trading. And then you re-enter here using the same thing. Then you will make all back because your upside move is a lot more than this one. So anyway, so I entered a lot of calls. I took 40% profit. I still have 60% left. So in the next a few days, I'm gonna take profit here and I'm gonna move my stop loss up to my entry after and not my entry, probably somewhere like to equal to this price. So I don't give back all the gain I have. Ideally, with all the mega tickers, we find up so much higher. So I think we may actually come to 22.10. Remember the NQ volume profile? It has a big volume gap, right? So we have a big volume gap here. So we could easily come here and we'll see. But just now you see ES on daily. It's gonna form wave 3 down. 1, 2, give me 1, 2, what? 3, 4, 5. So in the larger time frame, SPY as well, we're going lower, and then monthly time frame, we're going a lot lower. So next year we are gonna have a pullback. And when ES come back to this level, we start to watch and then we're gonna load heavy. So, every day I spend time thinking about how we can do better in our Discord. I know some of you did really, really well. Traveler, I know she said, oh my God, my account another all-time high. And some not as good. So, and we have a lot of tickers on our watch list. So I think like the New Year weekend, I'm gonna shorten our watch list to at most 50 tickers. The tickers that we have been trading for multiple times and have good profit. For myself, I just want like for if market drop here, I just want to do FNGU and NDX call. So if market come here, I'll be honest, I probably gonna load like I don't know, should load NDX SPX like a few months out. But then in monthly, it could rally for another year or something. So you can't just afford buying SPX. You have to buy shares to ride a wave. So you probably want to buy 60% FNGO shares, and then you buy 30% on SPX and NDX leap calls a few months out. Very expensive, but hey, you want to write all this. We're talking about NDX will be 3,000 points, right? Let's look at NDX. How many points? Okay, so NDX from here to here, that'll be 2,000 points almost. If NDX come back down to 2,000, and then we can go to 22, 20, the wave 5 always higher. So measured move is going to be the one like how much? Let's say it's going to 23. So we're ready 3,000 points and we're going to give more time. But if you don't have that big account, you can just do QQQ, right? Do QQQ or TQQQ. So I'll be honest, if market come back down to this, I don't want to do individual ticker this time. I'll just do FNCU shares and then SPX leap calls a year out. That's what I'm gonna do. So we are not too far. It looked like far. We're not that too far from here at this point. Because you see hourly time frame, 1, 2, wave 5 probably come here, and then daily it's gonna drop. Right. So I think maybe even January, that's where we could just go there. So when hourly time frame form we 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're gonna load some puts. And so that's the plan. That's all I'm having tonight. And if I do anything tomorrow, I'll share. And you don't really need me to tell you what to do because all the ticker, the option already designed for you guys. And our signal is, let's say, for example, AVGO 30 minutes. I always do it on 30 minutes because I'm like 30 minutes is not ready, right? It's not ready, but you can sell Cascure put like $180. Like the MSTR puts I told you guys to do when it was here, now gave us big profit already. We did 270. Now it went up $40. This put already gave us a big profit. And you could sell Cascure put and you wait for the 30 minutes to get ready to go. I mean, can you do it here now? You can, but the chance is, I mean, if you're losing to 13, what's below it? Nothing, right? So for ticker like this, you want to have a confirmation. But Microsoft is almost ready. Not quite yet. It almost. We want a price like this. Above all moving averages, MACD cross over to the upside. Do we have signal yet? No, we don't. Amazon almost there here. AI not quite ready, but we have a lot of higher lows. No, let's see. Laminate really entry was here, right? Like you have 3 moving areas just stick together, MACD crossover. So we already have laminate shares. All that. Let's look at ADSK. ADSK is here, your entry. And then retested and you could go. So anyway, our standard entry is the three moving arrows stick together, MACD crossover, and that's the most secure. When you see signal like that, like this, you go in with very high probability you will make money, even for zero DTE. So anyway, all right, that's all I have for today, and good luck tomorrow. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning.